Good morning, guys. I hope you're doing well. Firstly, I want to apologize for my lack of uploads recently. The last 6 to 8 months have been really hands-on on the trading sphere, and to be honest, it's went really well for me. I've done well, but recently I've migrated across from Sol to BNB, and the reason for that is because Solana has turned into an absolute shit show. There's so many scammers on that website, and if you're trying to trade amongst them as a trader, your likelihood of hitting good runs is not as high as it used to be. The reason for that is because most coins will probably hit zero within the space of a second of creation. There's over 1,000 coins being created, so what this means is that you effectively need to try and buy in around about 20k on any Solana coin to try and get the 1 in 1,000 that'll run to 200k and make a 10x, because buying anywhere below 20k is too risky. There's too many coins being created, there's too many scams. So I've migrated across to BNB, far less coins get created. There's far less coins running as much as Solana does, but what you get is maybe about 5 to 10 coins a day, which will break the 100k barrier. A couple of coins will run to 1 million per week, and it's much safer to trade on if you have the right filters involved. So with this in mind, I'm going to be starting a new series. It's called the Trading Series, and effectively this is going to be episode 1. I'm going to cover all of my trades front to back, and as you can see, I've got 2.6 Solana, 2.6 BNB. I'm too used to trading on Solana. 2.6 BNB, which I'm going to be running up to 100. You're going to watch me do that live via these videos. Every single day I'm going to upload a video, and you're going to see every single day all the trades I make. So let's get right into episode 1. So just while we're waiting on a coin coming up, I want to just talk about some key things to do on the BNB chain. It's all very tweet driven. That's the first thing. Okay, it's very tweet driven, meaning you want to follow all the tweets that are made by like BNB Intern, Binance on Twitter, BNB chain, all of these key people, CZ as well. You want to follow all of their tweets. If they tweet something significant related to Memecoins or just anything in general that's like big news related to the Binance chain, it's going to fly. So you want to be following these people on Twitter waiting for big tweets. And when they do come out, you need to be in the right coins that are most relevant to the meme. So in short, that's what you want to do. And you want to be able to have patience. Not every single coin on BNB runs. The ones that do run really hard. And there's a lot less scammers. You essentially want to have good filters too. So on the filter section, I've got the market cap set to 6k, just because there's way less coins being created, so you can allow yourself that little bit of earlier entry time and the good coins to pop up. So that's effectively what you want there. I'm just having a quick look at this one as it's just opened up, so we can have a quick look on the Twitter. First thing you do, always go to that Twitter as well. So Low's coin looks like some Chinese board, but let's have a look at the translation. The external imitation disk has not been launched yet. No idea what that is. Have a quick read as well. Looks like it's deploying 4 meters. It doesn't look that interesting, so we're going to skip that. That's what we're going to do. Every coin that comes up, quick check of the Twitter, make sure it looks good. So I've just entered this coin 444. Likelihood is I'll probably get scammed here. I had a look in the Twitter for 4.me. There wasn't anything significant that could indicate this was a good coin to buy, but I said it was pumping, and I was wondering, okay, perhaps I maybe missed something. There's this guy in here as well, 1000x gem. He's got 7.6%. He's always in quite good coins. So we've made an entry on this one just now, and as you can see, we're at 0.25 BNB at the moment. And I might just scalp this because I'm not confident it's going to run too hard. I'm just watching it just now as well. Okay, it's running, so there must be something. Let's have a quick look in their Telegram, see if there's anything there. I mean, if this is an official 4.meme coin, the likelihood is that it's going to be quite significant. So let's see, nothing too crazy there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're currently at 0.8 BNB, so we're going to sell 65% here, take some profits off the table. So I can't find any information to signal why this is a good coin. I may be incorrect and fumble some of the bag, but always safety first. Alright, so it's currently migrating just now. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it's just opened up on migration, 77k. Looks like it's running. I'm not entirely sure what I've maybe missed here, so now I'm going to do a bit of Twitter scanning. Let's have a look. 100k, okay, 120k. Let's have a quick look. Quick check of the ticker on Twitter. 444. Nothing there. Alright, I can't seem to find anything, so we're going to be quite aggressive with ourselves here. Let's see what happens. Alright, so it's currently at 200k. We're taking quite a bit off the table because I still can't find anything related to the coin and why it's running, but yeah, you know, as always, you want to take your profits in any case. It could be like, this is a potential really big coin if it's something that 4meme themselves have actually dropped, or You know, that's the case. If that was the case, the developer probably wouldn't have sold any tokens. So, you know, it's quite a confusing headspace for me right now regarding this coin. As you can see, we're currently at 0.75 BNB. That's how much we've cashed out. We've still got 0.3 BNB left in it. It's getting a lot of volume, 372. I'm just checking my tweets as well, making sure I've not missed anything. I don't see anything there right now. I'm very confused. Nothing too crazy. Oh, apart from dates. Hold on a sec. Oh, here we go. All tokens created on launch will now have a contract address ending with 444. So that's what it is. That's what the coin's about. How all contract addresses will be 444. So that was pushed by 4meme themselves, and this is the first one, 444. Okay, we're in a runner. Let's see how high it goes. If I was to guess, the top was probably about 250k. It might go to 300, given that this is the first coin created with a 444 ending contract address. So you can see there 4444, and this is the name 444, and that's the announcement right here. So yeah, I probably think it'd probably be about 300k top or max. So we're probably going to look to get an exit on this. I don't imagine it being too crazy. I want to see if there's another run here, because sometimes you get that first pump. I mean, the first pump's kind of around about here, then you get a second pump that comes up and goes a bit higher, but let's just see what happens here. All right, so we're fully exited at 300k. That's, I don't know, it could be its top, might go a bit higher, but you know, right now we're comfortable with our profit. We entered with 0.35 BNB, exit 1.5, so it's a good return. I would have went a bit harder if I'd known what the coin was about, but I was quite late to get the news, so that led to some of my earlier sales. Definitely could have made a bit more money, but can't help it, couldn't see the news till later. So yeah, first trade, as you can see, we're at 3.8 BNB now, so yeah, good start. All right, so we've just entered another coin here, thanks to the 1 BNB. It's by a company called ReachMe, which is a company that CZ is working with to essentially have questions asked him, and then the people who want to ask a question get charged a fee. And they've made a meme saying what usually happens when you ask CZ if you can promote a coin, and it's a jokey video saying no thanks to the 1 BNB. So we've aped into that, and the reason we're aping in is because CZ is very interactive with ReachMe, so there's a likelihood that he might comment on this post, and that's kind of my thesis to why I bought this. I'm up quite high because I was trying to record at the start before getting in. Let's see what happens. It could get wrecked. It's not a great coin. Let's see what happens. So our entry, yeah, we're down 0.67 right now. Let's see what happens. Okay, we just clipped 65%, took out a good chunk, and yeah, we've sold 1.5 BNB there. We've got 0.85 left in, takes our balance to 4.5, and we're gonna let this run to Ray. It'll definitely run to Ray. I think you could get some CZ engagement because he doesn't like it when you shill coins to him in the DMs, and that could send this going quite crazy. Yeah, as you can see, the market just came to life, and this coin is now migrating as well. All right, so it's kind of tanking on migration. We're gonna actually just hold this because there's possibility there that CZ actually engages with the tweet because he finds it quite funny. He doesn't like when people shilling coins, but at the same time, he also probably doesn't want to be perceived as somebody who just takes 1 BNB from people. So the likelihood of engaging with this tweet is there, but it's not an incredibly high possibility. But if it does get interacted with by CZ, that shit is going to rocket. So we're going to just hold on to it just now. We've got a good entry. We've taken out about a 2x of our money, so we've already made 0.75 BNB on it, so we're just going to keep holding just now and see what happens. All right, we're just going to keep holding this. It's at 19k. We've added another 0.2 just on that dip, seeing if going to just wait and see if CZ replies to it. You know, we're taking a gamble here. Could have taken more profits off the table and left the gamble bag, but this is a position we're in just now, so just going to keep holding. I mean, we're up sizable enemy. We'll give it 5-10 minutes, see if he replies. Good potential there that he does. He's not active on Twitter as of yet, so good opportunity here just to hold it. I reckon he'll probably reply because he really doesn't like people shilling bags to him and ReachMe, so let's see what happens. All right, so we bought a little bit more at the absolute ground floor, which is like 12k. There's quite a few decent calls and people who are good traders. Like 1000XGem's a good trader. I've seen Felix around too, Zemerix too, like quite a few decent traders that are currently just buying up all of this floor, trying to front run a CZ reply because we know that'll send it quite high. So we're just going to sit and wait on this. I think quite a few other people are as well. You know, it can happen. It might not happen. If it does happen, it'll probably pump it to like 80k to 100k and we'll be in a good chunk of profit. But we're just going to keep holding it just now and seeing what happens. And I'll keep you updated. All right, so we're in another coin. We're in Polu, Binance Cat. So Binance tweeted this day 365 with their daily update. I think they said which one do you like, and I think they're referring to the cats because we've got you. And this first one here, I think it's called Polu. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's the one we've jumped in just now. It might run, who knows? I'm not 100% confident. I've seen a lot of tweets from Binance ZH on their daily updates, and none of them really send. We've got 0.5 in down here at 26k, so we'll see how it goes. It might run. I'll let you know. Okay, it didn't do too well on PancakeSwap. I might exit a little bit early. Wasn't too confident. Binance ZH with its daily updates never tend to do crazy well. But we made 0.4 BNB on that one, so yeah, that's the situation there, and we're still holding. Thanks for the 1 BNB, and in here we've currently got, let's have a quick look, currently got 0.4 still running there, so we're close to having 5 BNB in our balance. Again, we're still waiting on CZ to apply. He's not active on X at the moment. If he gets active, you know, we'll definitely just keep on holding till then, and hopefully we can get a return on that one. Yeah, we definitely left 444 way too early. As you can see, 1.6 million market cap. But listen guys, that is part of the game. Sometimes you'll just leave coins way too early. Some coins you'll miss, some coins you'll enter and make a ridiculous amount. You know, we were in this one, we left it way too early. It's now at 1.5 mil. You know, definitely a lot of money to be made there. It's obviously got a good amount of pool on it, so we'll see what happens from here with this. But yeah, obviously I'm fully out. I've lost the opportunity to make loads of money on it, but never mind, we'll get on to the next one. Okay, so my balance is 2.1 BNB right now. I added quite a bit more to thanks for the 1 BNB. Still waiting on CZ to tweet. The time's currently 3 o'clock, so you can see it's a bit later into the day. The chain tends to slow down a bit. But we also picked up April Fool's Day. So obviously April Fool's Day is tomorrow. It's a good meme and we've got a really good entry on it. We've got 8.5k entry with 0.35 BNB. So we've got 1.35 BNB profit right now. The only problem with this meme is it's a day early. If this was tomorrow, this would be the runner of the day. So we're trying to front run. Right now, I'm just going to hold it, see how things go. We've got a good entry, so there's no point selling it at the moment. We'll see how this goes and plays out from here. I mean, obviously we are that day early. It doesn't mean you can't front run, but because we've got such a good entry, it makes sense just to hold it. Okay, so somebody just replied back to CZ saying April Fool's Day has our into it. We'll be seeing a few April Fool's jokes tomorrow from you, CZ Binance. And then he says, did it a few hours too early, then should have waited for April 1st. And that coin, April Fool's Day. Alright, so I'm just going to sell thanks for the 1 BNB. I mean, I've got 1 sol in there just now. 1 sol, I need to get used to BNB time. There's 1 BNB in there just now. And essentially there's another coin that's just dropped saying Binance Dog Tails. So effectively, if you look at the X, Binance Ukraine tweeted Tails knows how to trade, and it's a photo of a dog. Dog's name's obviously Tails. We got into that too. So I'm going to sell thanks with the 1 BNB and just focus on these 2 coins, April Fool's Day and Binance Dog Tails. So we're going to do that just now. What's this? We're just going to sell that. Yeah, sell 100%. Cool. I'll keep you updated. Alright, so Tails and April Fool's Day are both stuck migrating just now because I think 4.meme has an issue on the back end with migrating tokens. But I'm going to say this now. I'm pretty confident right now April Fool's Day is the next $1 million coin on BNB because CZ's already played about with the idea of the fact that April Fool's Day should be called April Fool's Day tomorrow. He was joking about dropping some jokes regarding that. 4.meme will probably join him with that as well. Them 2 things combined, I'm pretty confident I'll run over $1 million. I might even do that today, but tomorrow is obviously April Fool's Day, so it's likely that that'll be the case. So I'm pretty confident it's going to go really high. I'm going to keep holding it. I've got good entry, as you can see on the chart here. I was buying some. I bought right at 8k with 0.35 BNB. I sold a bit because the chart was zigzagging. I was like, it's a good meme, but it's a day too early. And then I bought a bit, and then sold a bit, then bought a bit, and now we're going to be migrating with 1.2 BNB. I've got 1% as well down here. So yeah, we'll see how things go here. Tails, yeah, I think that'll do like 200k maybe. Just depends on how fast they fix the migration issue, because a lot of coins lose steam the longer it takes. But however, we're going to stick to my guns. April Fool's Day is $1 million coin, and we'll see how that plays out. So look at this, 1 BNB, I held it all day. I literally decided to sell it. As you can see, like I held it from literally 12:40, sold it at 4:04, and then literally about 30 minutes later, CZ decided to reply to it and it shot to 50k. I sold here for 1 BNB. If I had sold here, it would have been 5, but never mind. That's sometimes the way the cookie crumbles. It's important just to have patience and really just to have confidence in your plays, because ultimately at the end of the day here, the reason this has happened is because I've just lost faith at the last second. Yeah, nothing else can be said to you. Unfortunately, that is what it is. So I actually can't believe it. 4.meme had a massive problem with migrating tokens, and Tails and April Fool's Day both migrated and they both got dumped like ridiculously crazy. Incredibly disappointing because it killed all the momentum in the tokens. I'm still going to continue to hold April Fool's Day just now because it's got more meme potential than Tails does. Like for example, tomorrow is April Fool's Day. I reckon 4.meme and CZ will still maybe push some memes out there tomorrow and it could send the price higher. And so for the time being, I'm probably just going to hold April Fool's Day. Really disappointing though, because the tokens got wrecked because all the momentum got lost, but never mind, we just carried forward. But really disappointed with that one. So just as like a recap quickly before we end the video, we'll talk a little bit about what we got into today. So we got into 4444, jumped into that around about 30k. We made a 10x on that, sold it at 300 completely out of the coin, and then ran to 2.7 million. I don't even know what it's at just now. Let's have a quick look. 3.5 million now. So yeah, we left that one way too early. There was 100x potential in that one, which is really disappointing, but never mind. And then on the back of that, we got into Depolu. Didn't really do very much. And then we also got into one BNB as well, I think it's called. Let's see, it's not even on here, but yeah, we got into like one BNB, held that for 4 hours, and then, you know, we sold out that coin, and just as we sold out to like 20 minutes later, CZ did exactly what we wanted to do. We were already out of it by that point, and we had a couple other wins, but to be honest, a day kind of just on the wrong side of events in a lot of cases. You know, if we held on to 444, if we held on to 1 BNB for just a little bit longer, could have made a lot more money. And if we had sold AFD, and if we had sold tails as well, you know, we could have made a lot more money. But unfortunately, 4.meme decided to screw us over there too. So it's a day of unfortunate events. We're in the right coins at certain places, but the market and dynamics were just against us in so many different angles. But you know, today was a decent day. Hopefully we can get into something a bit better. Like I said, going to carry on holding AFD. We'll talk about that tomorrow, see how things go from there. But yeah, hope you guys have a good evening. Thanks very much for watching again, and if you are new here, hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video tomorrow.